over somebody who I don't know if they're transitioning.
Plus, I need to go get up and walk around. My legs are getting tired.
Well, maybe later. Can you give me the stuff that I use for bridging first?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who I believe is a sign female and transitioned as a teenager, taking testosterone, things like that, is not happy. And they tweeted about it. And this is what they had to say. Just for some perspective, this is what almost 5 years of hormones does to a teenage girl. Remember, I'm 21. So you probably started testosterone around similar age.
You don't have to give me all the stuff. I can't hold anymore.
This is what 11 years of testosterone does to me.
Bye-bye for now.
For the trans man.
See ya.
And then a follow-up tweet they had in a thread was,
oh, you want a crafting table? Never mind. I've got 2.
It's less about
goodbye.
how I feel and more about how others feel. I am not about to subject women to the same discomfort trans women are subjecting them to. Ooh, but like that's horrible. Like, I'm sorry this is the wrong thing for you to do. It's very rare.
Bye.
It's incredibly rare. I'm sorry that happened to you. You do deserve compassion and support for what you've gone through and support going forward. But how dare you throw trans women under the bus? That is inappropriate and not right. Transitioning wasn't right for you, but that does not mean you can turn around and be transphobic and be an asshole to all and the vast majority of people where transitioning is right for them. There's an under 1% regret rate for transitioning. That is one of the lowest regret rates of any medical procedure. Quite a lot of medical procedures have like a 40% regret rate. So we're talking under 1% and people get all fussy about it. Seriously, and basically, with this same person, a big part of what they were talking about was the fact that they started balding, and they were like, testosterone made me lose my hair, and that can happen. That testosterone is the hormone that makes you lose your hair, and some people will lose hair, some people won't. It depends on genetics, right? And that was a big part of what they were talking about. And then they shared, well, I'm not happy about going bald, but that started before I transitioned, so I think it might have been inevitable. Gotta love PCOS. PCOS is not the nicest thing to have, but like they were complaining that they were uncomfortable because they were going bald and they went bald on testosterone. But then they came out and said, oh no, that was happening anyway. Like, was it testosterone or was it already gonna happen? Just confusing. Why does Act Jules want to intimidate women attending a feminist conference in Cardiff? Shame on you. And there was a trans flag being shot in at Jules Craven. Why is it still in Cardiff attempting to intimidate women attending a feminism conference? Is it usual for your company to fly political flags such as this? It's being discussed over on Mumsnet at the moment. You know, the women who buy your clothes. Thank you, Jules Craven, for supporting trans people. Unfortunately, trans identities, trans people, trans bodies, trans rights are all very, very politicized. But saying like fly political flags such as if they're flying a flag to show support for a minority group within society who faces a high amount of discrimination, and literally does not negatively impact anybody else's life. People are making this a problem for themselves when it isn't. You're going out of your way to be upset about something that isn't there to upset you, isn't there for you, has no impact on your life. It's very confusing why it annoys you. That was the last one. That was good. And that's it for all the trans folks not being okay. I know transphobia is ever nice, and I know even when it's misguided and when it's illogical, when it doesn't make sense, and when it's coming from a place of just like, what the heck are you on about? It can still be hurtful. I hope this video wasn't too difficult to watch. I hope that me going over some of the things that have already been on Twitter and going around and doing the rounds, I lost my sentence, can help a bit. But seriously, I know trans folks are shouting louder and louder. I think it's because they're becoming a smaller and smaller minority and they're having to shout louder to even be heard. I know it's difficult. I know that in the UK as well, we have a bad government. In other countries, shitty stuff is happening to trans people. But I do think we're going to come out the other side of it. Eventually, it's just going to be a bit of a rough road. And seriously, transphobia and transphobic arguments and transphobic people are just making less and less sense, which is funny to me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to, but no pressure if you don't. And remember, don't be a dick. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Much love. Bye! Hello, I'm trans, and I thought I would share some scary trans facts about unscary trans people because some people seem to be scared of us for some reason that I can't explain. Trans people want equal rights. Trans people want basic human respect. Trans trans people just want to get on with our lives. How dare! Wow, yes, trans people are so very, very scary. I'll figure this out. You know, ladies love me.
Okay, well, welcome anyway. I'm not very good at this, aren't I?
Master's degree in education. Maybe your schedule button for
I just woke up from a nap, that's why my hair is a mess.
And I'm shaking up,
For some reason,
making
it's still a
up,
mess. Hey, Spud, this is
tangled
Jamie. Welcome
up.
back to another video, your first video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here, and I'm
Shaking
particularly
up,
glad to have you
waking
in
up,
this installment of the
baking
wonderful positive,
it.
the
I
wholesome
like some
LGBTQ
bacon
plus
pancakes, bacon
news.
pancakes,
Yes,
that's
these are the ones that
what
are
I
relatable.
want.
They are not the
Do do do
terrible,
do.
annoying, homophobic ones, even though we could laugh at those because they're not. These are the cute ones, the fuzzy ones, the ones that also laugh at homophobia, but are not homophobic things. Like, get the idea. LGBTQ plus means happy ones. Let's go. Me. Oh, I've seen this meme format before. I like it. Me reaching for the all of my assurance of my heterosexuality. I don't think there's going to be assurance. Getting dragged back. Sweating by Aragorn, son of Aragorn, true king of Gondor. Anybody else watch Lord of the Rings and be like, Aragorn? Who doesn't fancy a bit of Aragorn? Does anybody else have a non-heterosexual awakening watching him on the big, small, whatever size screen you got? I wonder how many people tries to come out to my teacher. My teacher completely misses the point I'm trying to make. Oh dear. Me, who's too socially awkward to fix it, but still upset. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes coming out needs to be really direct, but people don't get it. They're just like, that's nice. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Or they think they know what you're trying to tell them. And it is very difficult when you're nervous to say something, you're not sure how to say it. Generally, people tend to like fuzzy it up a bit, put a little waffle around the edges of the main point. So I think of a metaphor, something that won't be waffle. You're trying to talk to them about the ice cream, but you're just focusing on the waffle. It's terrible. Stop it. It can be difficult. I hope that you find a way to fix it in the future. Good luck. People saying I'm amazing for being supportive of my gay family. My gay self. Well, you don't have to be gay to support your gay family. But for me, I'm not just supportive. I am no ally. I am part of the same community. Yes, hello. Gay frog. I've seen this going around. First time I saw this, it was a Lil Nas X outfit. I don't know if it was fake, that probably was. But I've seen a lot of them, and frogs seem to be something that come up in LGBTQ culture quite a lot. It's not something I fully know why or understand the reason of, but frogs jump. The other day I saw a TikTok where a frog jumped into a lady's breakfast porridge. Like this tiny little frog just jumped right in there. Funny that. I wonder if that was a gay frog. Just wanted to go swimming in the porridge. Anyway, it's a very colourful frog. A quiz holiday ranking. Christmas. The days off work are good, I guess. Valentine's. I like the discount candy the day after. Friendsgiving. Yeah, this is nice. Halloween. That's cute. I feel like I'm not into Halloween as much as I should be. I do enjoy Halloween, but for some reason, in the UK, I don't think it's as big a deal, like, generally, as it is in the States. It's like trying to get a hype for something where, like, the rest of the world is like, it's pumpkins. A no vote is a yes to real marriage. Oh, I see. Only one of these works with a stupid seatbelt thing. It's like, well, people aren't seatbelts. This is from Jurassic Park. I remember this scene. He was proving the homophobes wrong all the time. Just because something's different. I mean, like, I know we're not going to get too realistic about this, but if actually the effectiveness of that seatbelt is not good, what a stupid thing. I don't know why it's going to work. Thank you, Alan, for proving the Christian grandma. Do you think you'll have a boyfriend when you're older? My God. Well, there is a certain percentage chance of that happening, but it's not 100. Lightsabers are cool, but you can't really use its tip to tilt your opponent's chin up homoerotically. So, like, what's the point? Maybe. Could you imagine if you did that? Oh, yeah, actually, it must be homoerotic. Let's have a long video, not just with a friend, before we realise we shouldn't do that. Maybe that's the guys, gals, and non-binary cows. what is it? We like the lads, lasses, and non-binary masses. Okay, so it's no longer pals, non-binary people. You are masses, lads, lasses, and non-binary masses. Wow. Okay, that's what you like. You do you. Coming out as trans. Bad parents. Good parents. They have an agreement over something. Look at that handshake. You're not our son anymore. I can appreciate a little bit of dark trans humor. Oh, if you can't laugh about it, it's something worse you do. Yes. And I've seen this whole like, they had us in the first half where it's like a dad being like, my child came out as trans. I don't have a son anymore. I have a wonderful trans daughter. The trans woman. And I was so cute. But it's like, yes, thank you for just scaring me. They're turning the friggin' frogs gay. Friggin' frogs. They're turning them gay. Look at that flag. Yes, gay frog. This is like the costume. The gay frogs. See, I told you. Something about the frogs. I would like to understand the gay frogs, please. Really strange mood. It's because I had a nap. This is potentially the most energetic you've seen me in a video for a long time. Terrible arguments.
All you lover, die all night.
Arguments. I mean, there's no actual good arguments for homophobia, but if you're talking about like the terrible arguments are being homophobic and the actual good arguments are not being homophobic, then yes, this is actually true. There's not actually any such thing as a good argument for homophobia. Hockley Wagon Way. Hockley Wagon Way. Loco running today. Trans today. Trains today. Trans. The I is clearly missing. Today you are trans. There are trans today. Today is the day trans. Mum, you should go to the bar and make some normal, aka six-pack friends. Ew, normal. What is normal? Come on, define normal for me. Me goes to gay bar and makes LGBT friends. That's what we do. Mum, no, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. Well, sorry, I don't want to play the game that way. Yeah, you go make your LGBT friends. At work, I watched an old man shoot his shot with another older lady. After chatting her up about sissy and how he will not raise his grandson to be gay, she goes, "That's nice. Honey, come listen to this," and brings her wife over, and bro, I died. Yes, I'm gonna flirt with you by being homophobic. Since when was homophobia a type of flirting? What is this? This older lady sounds wonderful. It's a haunted house, but all the ghosts keep misgendering you, and when you try to correct them, they just start crying and talking about how they're trying their best. That is incredibly scary. That is a nightmare. Thinking about it, misgendering you, victimizing themselves when you politely ask them to not misgender you. I appreciate you trying your best and just reminding them. I've never had somebody cry. It's fine if they're trying their best and it's not deliberate misgendering, then like it's chill. If someone corrects you, just be like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. I'm doing my best. I'll keep doing my best. So I'm doing my best. If you're doing it deliberately, then you're a butthole. This is the last day you can be gay. I have no idea what the context of this is. Maybe the end of June, the end of Pride Month. We all know that we only need representation during the time when we're actually LGBT+, so it only lasts for like Pride Month and like Visibility Week and stuff like this. You're not actually trans or gay or bi or lesbian or anything any other time of the year. Being more gay, it's almost as good as being straight, and a million times better than being trans. I find this on the list. I'm sorry, being gay is almost as good as being straight, and a million times better than being trans. I cannot tell the intention of this meme. If anybody understands it, please let me know. I'm very curious. Oh, did you know Velma from Scooby-Doo is officially a lesbian, and on the day that she came out, it was announced that Velma was a lesbian. If you search for Velma on Google, this is what happened. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all the little flags. Oh, please support Velma. Pride flags, except none of the lines are straight. Yeah, why is it that, the only time the lines are straight is when it's waving, fly that flag. Use it quite pretty. Just LGBT, not straight flags. R/gay conservatives. Fine. It does exist, but it's very tiny, so this was like a very niche meme. Me curiously checking it out to see what it is, just to see transphobic and homophobic posts with people who say they're gay. Is this people who are like having like homophobia or are gay and are transphobic, or is this people who are actually like saying I'm gay but like they're not actually, and they're just trying to pretend that like gay people have certain things. When people ask me what my gender is, there's nothing there. What I don't understand is why it's so hard to understand that there's not just binary genders. If there's an existence in binary gender, the non-binary gender can be something and not feel this is not this. If a gender can be present or a sense of gender can be present, it can be not present as well. Not everybody feels the same way about things in life. Just like if there's no feelings of gender there, cool. That's who you are. I don't know why people find it so difficult. Homophobes, a toxic and unloving relationship is on screen. Yes, it's very accurate. Yes, they enjoy the toxic, unloving relationship because it is what fifth hat. Homophobes when a wholesome gay couple kiss for like 2 seconds. Oh, cannot happen. Oh, yeah, like there's 1% of media and TV shows now that has gay relationships and gay representation, and suddenly the homophobes feel like it's everywhere. It's not. Oh no, dressing is something fun for Halloween. Oh no, dressing is something masked for Halloween because you're not comfortable with either feminine or masculine expression potentially. Oh no, oh yeah, going as a skeleton. It's a good Halloween costume. I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, I'm a dinosaur. No, I'm not a dinosaur. Oh, I maybe potentially have something dinosaur related coming up very soon. It's going to be very cool. Just watch this space because dinosaurs are cool, transphobia is not, and the transphobes are trying to take the dinosaurs. That is not right. Because you're a non-binary dinosaur. I support that. You can't be an NB and call yourself gay. It's my identity, not yours. Shut the fuck up. I mean, that says everything, doesn't it? Let people express their. Well, how does it affect you? It doesn't need to make sense to you. It's not your identity. This gay award has been presented to you for being super gay. Keep up the gay work. Gay. Hey, it like matches my jumper. I'm wearing purple today. How lovely. There's your gay award. You're welcome. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. And that's how we're going to end the video. I don't know how I've ended the video. I always move back to the center before ending the video. Also, we got a new camera and it face tracks. Really cool. I used to have to worry that when I sat here, my face would be outside the little focus box, but now it's not. It just follows my face. Sorry, I just got excited about the little moving focus face box thing. If you like this video, think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. Let me know if you like the little delve into positive, wholesome LGBTQ plus memes. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.
Are the transphobes okay?
Something cool this band pride and pronouns. Band pronouns. Band pronouns. I'm not even entirely sure what this video topic is about. Hey Spuds, how's it going? It's Jamie, welcome back to another video, first video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way, I'm very glad to have you here. And today we are looking at bad cis anatomy. We look at bad women's anatomy on this channel, we look at bad trans anatomy, we even look at bad men's anatomy. But today is the turn of bad cis anatomy. It's mostly just irritated, upset, complaining cis people. Sprinkling of transphobia in there maybe. This is one of those videos where I'm not really sure what it is. It's just hopefully funny. But I'm just popping in quickly before we get started on the video to talk about today's video sponsor, Raycon. I've talked about Raycon multiple times on the channel before. You've probably heard me speak about them. They are my favorite little wireless earbuds. Literally the only pair I've ever stuck with using. Raycon offer wireless earbuds, which is what I have, headphones and speakers, all offering premium sound at affordable prices. You'll also get a comfortable, almost custom fit and up to 54 hours of battery life. It's also coming up to the festive season. Did you not know? Halloween is done. It's time for the festivities. And you might be thinking about getting gifts for those special people in your life. Last year, I was literally about to buy a pair of very quality earbuds for my dad, and then he just went ahead and bought them for himself. But maybe you have people that will not just go and buy them for themselves, and you can buy them for them. And right now, what's made even easier is you can save 30% by shopping Raycon's holiday bundles. I personally like the look of the audio lover bundle because sometimes I like to mix it up between headphones and earbuds. So who doesn't need a pair of Raycons in their life? Whether you're listening to music, catching up on your favourite podcast, or making important phone calls, or not so important phone calls, just any phone calls. You can now find Raycons in stores such as Coles and Walmart. But the best deal is to go online using my special link, buyraycon.com/JammyDodger, and save 20% off your purchase using the code OVA. Or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. There will also be different deals popping up throughout the season, so I'll try and keep that little description box updated for you with the latest offers. Or you can just go to buyraycon.com/JammyDodger to keep up to date with all the offers that are going on. And now on with the video. Thank you for listening. Let's go. Stop calling us cis. It's completely offensive. Don't expect us to use your pronouns if you're going to continue this offensive cis BS. We do not identify as the opposite of anything. We are biological men and biological women. Thank you. Bad understanding of what cis means. Cis is actually not the opposite of anything. We do not identify as the opposite of anything. Exactly. That's why you're cis, because your identity is not different to what you were assigned. Cis means on the same side as. Trans means on the other side of. Hence, trans, cis being opposites of each other. If you're cis, you're not trans. If you're trans, you're not cis. Blah, blah, blah. Cis is just an easier way of saying not trans. And also a nice way of not othering trans people by saying, like, men and trans men. No, we have cis men and trans men, if a distinction is even required. I'm going to take away your pronouns if you keep calling me cis, even though I am cis. We're biological men and biological women. Thank you. Oh, you are not welcome. I am not cis. Cis is a derogatory slur. I am not just another subset for men's gender identity field. I am a woman. Hashtag respect my sex. You're a cis woman, or you're a trans woman. If you're not cis, then you're trans. Either way, you're a woman. Yeah, if you're a woman, you're a woman. If you're not a cis woman, then you're a trans woman. How is a Latin prefix a derogatory slur? Do people not realise it's used in literal, like, chemistry terms as well? It's not just gender. If we have to respect other people's pronouns at all times, people should have to respect those who don't enjoy the cis pronoun. It's not a pronoun, prefix. My confusion is over, like, what is there to not enjoy? That's like saying that we have women and tall women, but we can't say short women because that's rude, and it's a derogatory slur to call people short. Why do we think it's a pronoun? And what is this about, like, this whole reciprocation thing? Like, I'll only respect your pronouns if you don't call me cis. But it's not like people are going up to you and saying, like, hello, cis woman, nice to meet you. Please use my pronouns, even though I called you cis. It's just a generalized sometimes. These are the people that say that the trans
I'm a
community
bug.
and get offended easily. I wonder how trans people feel when someone they like is only into bio people. By bio people, are they trying to say cis? Because I'm pretty sure, seeing as we're all, like, living organisms, every human is biological in some way. I've never met a non-bio person. Doesn't this really good washing tabs? You know, like, very non-bio. What is a bio person? Is that not just a human? Oh, if you're going to say something offensive or try and have an argument against something you don't like, make sure you know what you're talking about. You know what the words mean. There is only one definition of masculinity, which is having the qualities and appearance traditionally associated with men. Masculinity is having strength, both mentally and physically. It's being a protector. It's having the urge to compete, win, and succeed. It's standing tall and displaying strength for the world, even when you're terrified. It's being a leader. It's having controlled aggression. But it's a lot. This world needs strong masculine men and strong nurturing women, period. It's how we survive as a species. Doing it any other way puts us on track for doom. So if you are a gay man, be gay, but always display masculinity. That's so weird. if you are a man, you must be masculine. They don't go much into what women need to be, but strong and nurturing, I presume. Period. It's how we survive as a species, apparently. This is the only way to be if we want to continue overpopulating the planet. But yeah, there really is a lot to masculinity. I didn't realise. I'm very glad I don't care about being masculine. People have some weird takes. Weak men create masculine women. Strong men create feminine women. I think that works like that. I've never heard of this. What constitutes as like a weak man, though? Are they talking like physically, mentally, personality-wise? There's not enough here, but I also didn't know that it worked like that. I've never seen this before. I have learned something new about biology and passing on traits. And it almost feels like because they're pairing weak men with creating masculine women, there's nothing wrong with being a masculine woman. I don't know what kind of definition of weak they're talking about, but I suspect there's nothing wrong with what they're describing as being a weak man. Just seen a woman described as a fetus container. This was tweeted by a very well-known gender-critical transphobe, or TERF, as we prefer that term. Jojo described women as people who can carry children. Yes, a fetus container is a rather unusual description. People who can carry children, not Tupperware. Interesting. Also, literally, TERFs do not like the term people who can get pregnant, or like people who have children, or people who menstruate, because to them, that is a woman's function. That they say that women are people who can do this, and that's what makes them women. It's biological function. But not all cis women can do anyway. That's what makes a woman a woman. That's like the message they're pushing, all in the name of transphobia, just like fixing on feminism just to be transphobic. That's what it is. So I think like you can't really complain about fetus container when you're the one that boils women down as being just their genitals or their biological processes. And that doesn't work. He's a 10, but he uses pronouns. Yeah, then he's a minus 100. Minus 100, right? Because a man is mentally confused. He has no idea what he is. He's like basically like showing off his mental illness on Instagram. She used a lot of pronouns there. Does that make her a minus 100, or is it only men who use pronouns at a minus 100? She's gotten very confused by what pronouns are and what they symbolise. Pronouns aren't just a trans thing, but also then she's being transphobic and not very nice there. There's nothing wrong with using pronouns. Why does everybody have such an issue? Well, not everybody. Why do the people in society have such an issue with pronouns? You want to put pronouns in your bio on Instagram, you do it. There's nothing wrong with that. No, women cannot get pregnant with legs closed. If your legs are closed, then your vagina isn't going to get enough oxygen to optimally function. Besides, you also need light, which you aren't going to get with your legs closed. That's just basic science. Don't you? Wow. Also, cis women have natural testosterone. Well, yeah, because they're men. Oh, I think some people are very confused. Cis women do have natural testosterone. I feel like the person replying thought that, like, the cis woman, they meant trans woman, right? That's why, like, well, yeah, because they're men. I mean, wrong anyway, but the presence of testosterone does not equal man. I don't know, that's just kind of how athletes look. The American swimmer, I've heard of her. Very male build. Maybe this individual should compete with the males. That's Katie Ledecky, a cisgender woman. Not only does all this bullshit about trans women in women's sport harm trans women, but it also harms cis women. There's been multiple instances in the States, in schools and such, girls who are good at sport and are competing very well are being accused of being trans girls. Because, oh, you can't possibly be that good at sport as a cis girl. And they are cis, but even if they were trans, what's the problem? Like, it's ruled either way. This is harming cis women as well. And it's becoming the case of, like, cis women who are at the peak of their careers and are doing great and are, like, winning Olympic medals. Suddenly, oh, no, that can't possibly be cis women. It must be trans, and therefore need to compete with the men. Oh, it's just so uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for both trans and cis women, and I don't understand why this is happening. It's just leading to the over-scrutinization of every woman. It's gross. If a man becomes sterile, he is, by definition, no longer a man. Do words not mean anything anymore? That's not how it works. I don't know what the angle would be with this. All I can think of is that it's like fighting so hard to prove your point. Maybe like trans men aren't men or something, because like them fighting so hard that you're now just like making shit up. like, yeah, well, like any man who can't produce sperm or has working sperm, they're no longer a man. Man equals working sperm. Sex is based off of gamete production. It is impossible to go from one to the other in humans. What about folks that don't produce gametes? Are they non-human? Which folks are you talking about? Because 50% of the world doesn't, because they are gametes are reproductive cells, so sperm and eggs. So what about folks that don't produce gametes? Those people who have no testicles or no ovaries, right? Are they non-human? They got very confused. So I feel like they think sperm isn't a gamete, the eggs are the gametes, right? That's what they're going for. That is just very bad science, very bad anatomy. Oh dear. Man and woman have existed before humans walked the earth. I didn't really read that before listing it. You can claim millions of years of biological facts magically don't exist as suit the narrative, but that only makes you delusional. So can you give a definition of a woman is yet? Or are you going to keep denying facts?
Meet three people who took control of their money by chasing their fantasy. No minimum deposit charges. Simple tools. Control everything. One day for today and tomorrow. Chase them. Make no offense.
I think they're the ones denying facts. Humans haven't been around for millions of years. I will Google the exact timeline. Modern humans originated in Africa within the past 200,000 years. The previous type of human, not Homo sapiens, did emerge around 2 million years ago. Technically, they can have the millions of years claim, but it's not really the fully same species as modern humans, yet that's me being finicky. I think we should just focus, not because the other bit disproves anything I'm saying, but the fact they've said man and woman have existed before humans walked the earth. How can you say something like that and think that it makes sense? It really doesn't. Pay attention to celebrity men wearing tight t-shirts. Obvious female breasts are routinely being passed off as male pectoral muscles. It's common and it's creepy. Michael Lando, aka naturally better for sure. I increased brightness to make it easier to see. Also, cis men can have gynecomastia. It doesn't mean they have female breasts. They're still men. Big pectoral muscles are not breasts. This is similar to the transvestigation thing, where people have a conspiracy that all celebrities are trans. It's like, yes, the celebrity men with
Oh, well, I'm not
pets.
very good at
No,
this
they have
for right now, so I
breasts.
think I'm just gonna stop
Transvestigation.
this
This is
stream.
what I was talking about. Rock. The Rock. FTM. Trying to say the Rock is
Bye.
trans. So, like, at least normally, they base it